The multiverse is very much established and common in the world of Invincible. From the Flaxen homeworld and the many different dimensions that Angstrom Levy sends Mark to and the evil Mark universes, its existence is common knowledge among the characters of the show Invincible. As well, time travel introduces alternate future history and even alternate past history, showing a multiverse that is vast and somewhat easy to traverse by certain characters and technologies. When you introduce a world to the multiverse, this can cause all sorts of issues to the main storyline, because things can almost always be easily solved by using the endless resources available. Even Angstrom Levy originally intended to use the knowledge of the multiverse to cure disease and solve Earth's problems, so the show Invincible is aware of just how much the multiverse impacts the story, and it is a genie that you cannot put back in the bottle.
All our problems, famine, war, climate change, cancer, have been solved somewhere else. I'll help our world first, of course, then everywhere else.
So why does the Viltrum Empire not explore the multiverse? They could easily solve their population problem by recruiting Viltrumites from other universes. We see that the other Marks were easily enticed by the idea of expanding their empire into the multiverse. So why couldn't the Viltrum Empire simply invite additional Viltrumites to come to their cause and help them conquer the main Invincible timeline? Or they could also traverse the multiverse to find different types of technologies to help them wipe out any resistance in the galaxy. It would seem they are aware of the multiverse and have interacted with it. Omni-Man was not fazed when he goes to the Thraxan reality and seems to be comfortable with the thought of leaving his reality into another one. So clearly he has experience with this before. And if the Thraxans are able to build multiverse portals, I find it hard to believe that the Viltrumite Empire, which has access to the most advanced technologies in the galaxy, are not able to do the same. So this begs the question, why doesn't the Viltrumite Empire use the resources of the multiverse? I do think there is an in-canon answer to this, and it all has to do with Viltrumite culture. Something that we learn about the Viltrum Empire is they are a stickler for rules and traditions. Not only should the strong always rule the weak, but they do get hung up on exactly how strength being the only thing that matters affects everything in their daily lives and how they rule their empire. For example, you cannot execute a Viltrumite trader unless they are at full health. This probably goes back to them not wanting to kill someone at their weak point, or you are not showing respect for their full strength. As well, 2 Viltrumites must participate in the execution. This is how they show their honor for the strength of the person that they are executing. It seemed like it was common for Viltrumites to kill each other over simple disputes or wanting to move up the ranks. However, Thrag outlawed this behavior after most of their population was wiped out, so that they wouldn't kill off the few remaining survivors. All Viltrumite culture goes back to this same form of strength, either showing respect for it or proving yourself in some type of a way. The same type of behavior shows up with how they respond to anything that might threaten their place at the top of the food chain. For example, when they discovered the Ragnar, an insanely strong species that could easily kill a Viltrumite, they blocked out their sun to freeze the planet. As well, when an alien plant was discovered that could poison a Viltrumite, they infested the planet with a plant-eating beetle to destroy any trace of the plant. The Viltrumites do have other weaknesses, but they will go through extreme levels to destroy anything that threatens their dominance. Destroying threats not only makes the Viltrumites almost impossible to kill, but it is also about hiding their weaknesses so that they can only project strength into the galaxy. This is the same reason that they hide the fact that most of their population is dead. The only thing that they care about as much as strength is the perception of their strength. So what does all of this have to do with the multiverse? I believe that the Viltrum Empire would refuse to use the multiverse as a resource of help, because this would be a form of admitting defeat, almost like saying their galaxy was too much to handle and that their strength wasn't enough. They would rather die out than to be seen as weak in any way. This is also why they are picky about who they breed with, because they don't want to dilute their strength in any manner. Therefore, they cannot accept the multiverse as help in any way because it would go against their philosophy. If they all died trying to take over the galaxy, then they deserved it. And if they seek outside help, then they don't deserve to conquer the galaxy. They must win or fail within the ecosystem of their own universe. The multiverse would be seen solely as something to conquer if they do interact with it at all. Hence why the other marks were interested in conquering other worlds. And even if they did go into the multiverse to try and recruit other Viltrumites, those Viltrumites would probably just mock them and kill them because they perceive them as being weak. So the Viltrumites' own dogmatic thinking about strength and power dynamics makes it impossible for them to think outside of the box of this in any way, and it ultimately ties their hands behind their backs and limits a lot of their thinking and the way that they approach to solving problems, such as the lack of their population. But what do you think? Is this the reason the Viltrumites don't use the resources of the multiverse? Please let me know. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful day.